fucking live or something. On my money, it's on site. When I say it's on site, bitch, it's on site, cause I'ma see about your ass for real. Bitch, I don't be with all that play fucking talking. Oh, it's on site, but still you don't say shit. Bitch, on my two. On both of my kids, bitch. On my motherfucking grandma, bitch. Man, I swear to God. My motherfucking kids are dead fucking babies walking and living. It's online right now. I swear to God, when I see Shy Baby, it's on site. I'ma on site that hoe. I'ma on site her, bitch. And I'ma spit all in her face. I'ma spit all in her face, bitch. Bitch, you done tried me. Bitch, you done tried me, hoe. I wanna fight you, bitch. I want smoke. I don't give a fuck about being pregnant. That ain't my motherfucking excuse. I fight that bitch right now. Now I walk to her school. Matter of fact, I'm finna tell that hoe to meet me. I'm telling that hoe to come outside. I'm finna go on these school. I'm finna go on these folk property. I don't even give a fuck. I'm finna go to that motherfucking school. You don't fucking try me, bitch. You don't try me for the fuck go. You don't try me, bitch. You ran through. Bitch, don't ever in your motherfucking life text me like that. Don't ever in your motherfucking life text me about a motherfucking nigga. Reggie just a sad ass nigga. That nigga fuck anything. That bitch will fuck anything with a rat face, bitch. I don't put shit past the bitch. I don't put shit past him. Bitch. I wish he went my motherfucking baby daddy if you want to get technical, bitch. I wish the bitch was my motherfucking baby daddy. If y'all want to go there. Fuck him. I don't claim that bitch. That bitch ain't my motherfucking baby daddy. He ain't no kid, my motherfucking child. That bitch don't do shit for my motherfucking baby. My daddy, my motherfucking daddy. The Buddy Rowe is Kaden motherfucking daddy. That's Kaden daddy right there. The fuck? Fuck that bitch mean. He bought me some. Bitch, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, what? Go. I don't give a fuck about you. What about he buying you shit? Fuck, bitch. Go. Bye. Bye. Bye, bitch. Bye, so. I don't give a fuck about him buying you shit for Valentine, hoe. Fuck these niggas. Fuck all these niggas. Fuck them. Bitch, fuck them. Hey, we can fuck that nigga together, really. Only if I knew. Nah, bitch. Only if you motherfucking knew. You back pussy, bitch. All the shit these folks say about you, God, don't never come for me, bitch. Cause I ain't just out here like you, hoe. I know how to calm my motherfucker. Tell my son, she used to eat at this nigga house. Bitch, go. Keisha may feed everybody. Bitch, Keisha may feed everybody, bitch. Bro. Bitch, you happy about that? You could have said something else. Bitch, say some shit that I haven't did, bitch.
Out of your
say
own
some shit that I haven't did. The fuck, bitch? I don't give a fuck about that. To my son Reggie just mad because she bust him out. Bitch, he might be, but who is him to get mad about something like you? Bitch, you ain't shit, Shy Baby. You ugly as fuck, bitch. I told myself I wasn't gonna need scoot to your motherfucking level, bitch. You old man looking bitch. You hammerhead hoe, bitch. You better leave me the fuck alone. I don't give a fuck about you and no motherfucking Reggie, bitch. The fuck? Bitch, you done tried me for the last fucking time. Oh, my mom go to her fucking school right now. I go to her school right motherfucking now on me. On me, I go to the whole school. Bitch. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna go there. Fuck it. I ain't gonna go there. My fat ass ain't finna walk because I'm out of the way by Highland. Cheyenne fucking F, whatever the fuck, Fusion, Function, for fiance. I don't fucking know the bitch name. I don't even know how to pronounce that whole name. I just know the hoe by Shy Baby, bitch. I just know that hoe by Shy Baby. That's all I know. I need somebody to come get me though. Y'all come take me to her school right now. Matter of fact, I got gas money now. I got gas money. And my mom, I do not give a fuck today. Like, my mind, I'm with all the fuck shit. I want all the fucking smoke. Cause this bitch done tried me for the last time. She done tried me for the last fucking time. If only if I... I don't care about that. Fuck you mean? Only if I knew. No, bitch, only if you fucking knew. You stop fucking these fucking folks, niggas, and been in their motherfucking face, you slimy, grimy ass bitch. I'm so sick of her old face, old manly, bad bald looking ass bitch. Bitch, you like a mosquito, hoe. Hoe, you, bitch, I look better than you. Bitch, you like a mosquito. Stop, baby, bitch, stop trying me. On my mom finna find a ride to her school. I want all the smoke. I want my win. Somebody tell that bitch to come outside. Somebody tell her I want my win. Somebody tell her I want to fight. I did I want to fight. I ain't gonna fucking stop and I ain't gonna goddamn cool down until I get my smoke with her. But that's just it, cause she done tried me for the last time. She done tried me for the last motherfucking time. She tried me. She tried me for the last time. I want all the smoke. Bitch. I want all of it. Everything. Ho. I want all the fucking smoke. Bitch wanna talk all that hard shit, bitch. Bitch, you ain't hard about it. Fight me. I done seen how you fight. Fight me. Fight me. It's on sight when I see her. It's on sight. On me, it's on sight. The fuck? My little eye wasn't jumping for nothing. Bitch, don't piss me out. Early this motherfucker.
Alright, walk it!
Piss me out this bullshit. Fuck. I wanna go dig this school right now. Somebody need to come get me.
There you go, right there.
I wanna go now.
There you go. Rebound, long rebound, let's go.
Nice
Somebody
rebound!
tell Shy Baby I want my win right now. Somebody tell this hoe I want my win right now.
Nothing low.
Nah, this bitch done tried me for the last time. She done tried me. And then the simple fact that y'all just been fucking lying the whole fucking time. Know these hoes ain't shit. I mean, these niggas ain't shit. On my mom, everybody know. She muffin come get me. I think I'm finna go to this bitch school right now. I hate to look fucking stupid. Everybody know these niggas ain't shit. Wow, yeah, I know. But when a motherfucking nigga lie my motherfucking baby, bitch, you know you fucking lying down. Lie on some more shit. But don't lie on my motherfucking baby, bitch. Don't lie on my motherfucking baby. Then him and this bitch instead of fucking like, man, bitch, man. I'm me, I'm finna go fight her. This girl finna come get me right now. I'm finna go fight this bitch. Yup, I'm finna go see about this hoe. Surely. I don't care. This hoe done tried
longer worthy to be called thy son. But his father said to his servant, bring forth the best robe and put on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet, and bring hither the fatted calf and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For my son which was dead is alive again, it was lost and now found. Now that's what I'm talking about. We got to stop feeding the swine. We got to stop eating with the swine. We got to stop bowing down to the swine feeders. Al Sharpton, Barack Obama, all them civil rights, all these local politicians, Charles Rangers, all these pensioners, all these Harvard graduates, all these Cornell West and James Combs, all of them, all these Jeremiah Wrights, all of them, they're swine feeders. And when Obama didn't have any further use for Jeremiah Wright, he threw him to the dogs. And they've been feeding us swine slop. And the Hamite brother been eating swine food. Swine slop, civil rights. No, we need to come on back. We need to repent. Yeah, we've not done anything in Africa. All that gold and silver and tungsten, all those natural resources and minerals, all that power, all that sunlight power, we had all of that, all the divine protection of God, all this beautiful hair God's given to us to cover our head, all this beautiful skin God's given to us, all this beautiful color in our eyes and in our pupil. We had it and didn't do nothing with it. Need to confess it? Let me tell you something, break your heart. Harlem, they let these Japheths walk up here. These switching Japheth, these sodomite Japheth, done come up here to Harlem and shut down the Apollo, bulldozer Lennox Lounge, and got some sweet little, I don't know what it is, tranny, up there running something called a Red Rooster. If Adam Clayton Powell Jr. could see that tranny up there running the Red Rooster, he'd turn over in his grave. Down there at Fort Greene, the same thing in Bed-Stuy, Northeast Washington, 8th Street. I mean, the Hamite brother done let these Japheth, it's time to come home to your father. It's time to come home. And so here,
he has to now run to school. All right, everybody, welcome. All right, everybody, welcome to You Better Listen to Your Dad 2018. Well, my son has finally got in trouble on the bus enough to where he got actually kicked off the bus for 3 days because he was being a little bully, which I do not tolerate, cannot stand, and therefore he has to now run to school. We're right about 1 mile from the school. So all week, he's got the experience of running to school. The good news is, hey guys, he keeps up a pretty good mile pace at 6 miles an hour so far.
What if the flat earthers were right and the earth
Avem cu ceva nou pe piață. Bravo, mânțăitelor! Bravo, mânțăitelor! Ooh, that food was so good.
Hey friends, Ernie from Trader of Futures. Something big on the horizon. When's the horizon? 1 week from today. That would be March 13th. Today is March 6th, Tuesday. So next Tuesday, Hashgraph is going to be making an announcement. If you look at the webpage behind me, hashgraph.com, you can register for that event, which I have. And I've done videos before on Hashgraph, and there are very, very few ICOs, cryptos, technologies that I'm excited about. And, and look, it's coming from a technologist point of view. I've been in technology for 35 years. I've reached the highest levels of technology, holding executive positions in Fortune 50s. I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this crypto space and evaluating these technologies. And I believe wholeheartedly that Hashgraph and the Swirls Company and Lehman Beards have what it takes to make an impact, a real, honest-to-God impact on this crypto industry that is currently heading into a recession. So if they're offering a public ledger, this is real big news. And quite frankly, with my hedge fund, I'm going to be invested heavily and betting heavily on Hashgraph. I believe it is the way forward. Now, I'm not sure that this is exactly what's happening. This is just all speculation on my point. But, there it is. Hashgraph event. The speakers, let's check this out. They're the same crowd that we're familiar with Swirls. And look, it's just a notice, but I believe this is big news. And this is going to be, in my view, one of the very few technology achievements. And now look, they have, this is a patented technology, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of you that are going to look at this and say, oh, it's not open source, so therefore it sucks. Well, let me tell you something. You know absolutely nothing about technology and business and what it really takes to bring something to market. And who the real talent lies, where the real talent lies. Do you think that if there is no incentive in an open source project that you're going to attract the best and the brightest? I have to admit, there are some very, very bright and intelligent people in the open source market. I've banked a lot of my career on open source technology, but it is not a panacea. But what I can tell you through my evaluation of their SDK and what they have to offer, this is the real deal. Hashgraph, 1 week, be there. It's going to be big. See you next video. Hey, friend.
story got buried. It only ran on Breitbart. I didn't see it anywhere else. Right. Which is one of the things that's happening here, Mark, is these people on the left, honest to God, believe that this is the result of a gun. This is they honestly believe that the gun is at fault here. That which shows a complete ignorance of firearms.
Mode, which is the mode you should be using. When you put it on cardioid, you will sound better as it eliminates. But everyone said I sounded so quiet. If you're interviewing someone, the bidirectional mode would be best. Here's an image that describes. Oh yeah, I have it. It's right here. Read the legal booklet from the mic. No, I don't want to. It's delayed a little. You can add stuff to the potatoes too. Yeah, like chives and sour cream. That's what it says here. All right, let's make this, you guys. Moroccan chicken and vegetable stew. Sounds so good. You need to buy a cash gun, or you can just send super hearts and I'll shoot it off for you guys, and it'll probably hit the microphone and everything will break. And then we'll see if we want to make anything else. Okay. We'll leave this to draw from.
ما ادري ديم ولا ولد ولا شو.
Let's zoom in.
In the House of
process. Other amendments will demonstrate serious
with the, what do they call them?
Обязательно педагогического образования. Ну, такие, наверное, моменты можно...
А чего, губки красные, ручки синие, да ножки синие. Вы спросите,
Şimdi de aday bu.
Burada ne yapıyorsun sen ya?
Hey friends, Ernie here with the Trader of Futures, and for another Bitcoin update. So, a lot of people are very excited about Bitcoin making this long reach, as if it may have some buying power. And let me just say this. It looks fairly promising. And as I had said before, that after that long run up and then hitting the top there, pulling back, and now we're in a consolidation mode. We've got the short-term buyers now kind of battling it out. They're tending to push the price up, but it's heading up to some massive, massive resistance right at the 12,200 area, which I had named before as a very low volume area on the profile. And you can see that big scalloped out area represents incredible resistance. And it's going to be very, very difficult to pass through there. And it's not the short-term buyers that are going to do it. It's going to be the whales, the long-term buyers, the people with real money that are going to decide whether or not this is it. We're going to pump the volume up, because as you can plainly see, volume has been on the decrease for a long, long time, almost through the entire course of this bounce off the bottom. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for when we hit up that 12,200 area, will there be more volume coming in? Now, also, I've seen a few technical analysts looking at this thing. One person says this looks like a cup and handle. It's not a cup and handle. First of all, a cup and handle is a continuation pattern. It's not a reversal pattern.
If you've ever heard someone say, but what about black on black crime? We've got you covered.
Oh, thank goodness.
Scrolling through your Facebook feed, you'll probably see articles and arguments about Black Lives Matter. A lot of people are mad or just confused about this movement.
I totally agree. I see a lot of anger and confusion with the Black Lives Matter movement.
So here are responses to 4 questions you might hear when talking about Black Lives Matter. Oh, so you care about Black lives? Then why aren't you talking about black on black crime? First off, this assumes that the Black community isn't worried about gun violence, which isn't true.
A little technicality here, but being generally worried or concerned with gun violence isn't exactly the same as addressing the black on black crime problem.
For example, Ceasefire in Chicago is an organization that actually intervenes in local street and gang fights. There's even a documentary about them called The Interrupters. Black Lives Matter isn't just about the loss of life, which is always terrible. It's about the lack of consequences when black lives are taken at the hands of the police. When a civilian has committed a violent crime, they're generally arrested, tried, and then convicted.
Why is it just about the lack of consequences? The group is called Black Lives Matter. If black lives should matter to anyone the most, you would expect it to be other black lives / people. Yet in the black community, black life isn't given much value. It seems to be only when a police officer or white civilian takes a black life that black lives begin to matter to those communities in a way that can be measured, such as community action, protests, riots, etc.
Conversely, there's a lot of evidence that it's very rare to secure an indictment against a police officer for excessive
there are flash at them. The Antifa people, the protesters, they didn't show up Friday night. They showed up Saturday. These protesters showed up the second day. They came there to do battle with them. They showed up with helmets, body armor, clubs. They showed up with balloons filled with urine.
And these guys showed up with semi-automatic weapons.
And that state of Virginia, open carry is legal. You can walk down the street.
It seems to me that you're giving these guys a green light. The white supremacists.
No,
Green light is wrong light.
Not at all.
Why do you seem more angry at Antifa than at the neo-Nazis in the world?
I'm not more angry. It's equal. The media is not covering it. They're only focused on making neo-Nazis and white supremacists out to be Trump supporters, and they're the issue of the problem. The reality is of what Trump said is there were 2 sides. There were 2 parties that participated.
He said there was trouble on both sides. Was there not trouble on both sides? Because I saw bats on both sides.
And I'm sure you've heard the argument. There was violence on both sides of World War II also.
Yes.
But we were on the right side.
Yes.
There's a right side and a wrong side.
Not in this case.
If there were some people in Antifa Okay, but most of them were students, including Heather Heyer, who was killed. So why aren't you...
got killed because they didn't protect her.
Who killed her?
To be honest with you, I don't know because it hasn't been investigated yet. We haven't heard
But we
anything.
know who the suspect is.
Listen, I don't trust anything that the news media says anymore. And the fact of the matter is we haven't heard from this young man.
Falling terms of trade, decline in investment, you'd think that they would want to support such an initiative that could boost potentially their economy and support innovation that could potentially have positive effects on their Gini coefficient. So it's my opinion that it's because of actually all the corruption scandals recently, especially with oil, that they're struggling with that scares these politicians. That they probably see supporting cryptos as another potential scandal that they want to stay away from. What do you think's going on?
Well, again, like to me, this headline is incredibly misleading, right? Because they're not talking about like the government, like the government that's responsible for their currency or unemployment. They're talking specifically about the regulator of securities here, right? So to me, unless there is like CoinDesk should have done more digging. They really needed to look into this, right? To me, this reads more like this is a Ponzi scheme. There may not even be any mining, right? Like there's this assumption that the government is stopping these guys from innovating in the mining space. The more likely and the situation here is that there is no mining on the back end. It's just some internet scammer that is trying to sell you another BitConnect while telling you that they're mining on the back end. They're basically selling cloud mining contracts all over social media of Brazil. And it's, again, more reporting needs to be done. But to me, this reads like a BitConnect and the Brazil security regulator is putting an end to it. Now, there's nothing here about the regulators banning mining. They're just banning the solicitation. And it even says it in the article. They're going after the solicitation of unqualified investors. So especially in a country like Brazil, where you have like poverty and you have like all of the problems with the economy that you mentioned. So to me, this looks like, hey, I get to take advantage of the poor people by trying to get even their last $3 by telling them that they're going to get rich by buying into my Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Now, the fun one moving forward, more countries. Marshall Islands says that this is the first country to adopt a cryptocurrency as its official currency. You tweeted out this morning, and this is I'm excited about what you're going to say. I mean, this is a tiny country of 53,000 people. I personally find this absolutely hilarious because they picked a Y Combinator, Tel Aviv-based fintech startup, Neema, which is just absolutely tiny. I mean, at least Angel lists that they only have 3 employees and have only raised seed funding, and is actually a company that created an app for instant check cashing services. So I kind of think Israel won this one for sure, but what is going on?
I'm actually now curious if Neema themselves ICO. It looks like they raised funding, so they didn't ICO. No, this is beyond ridiculous. Like I highlighted in my tweet some of the more important parts in there, but no, this is totally crazy. Like in the first sentence, it says the reason for them creating a cryptocurrency is because they want to print their own money because they can't pay their bills. Like again, how is this different than them printing their own Marshall Island money at any point in history? There's nothing here. Like the point of Bitcoin is to separate the government's printing of money for themselves. So all they are doing is they're just like saying, hey, we have this new technology. Let's finally start printing our own money. Now, I don't actually have a big problem with a government printing their own money, right? But this is the hypocrisy of it. All of these people in crypto think that government should not be allowed to print their own money, but they're cheerleading themselves printing their own money, and they're gonna cheerlead this, and they're gonna want to buy into this nonsense, right? Like it's crazy. They're like, so we're gonna print our own money. We're gonna do it, under the pretense of blockchain. we're going to sell this garbage to international investors. Again, it's no different than them printing their own money. There's parts in that article where we're also going to give this money away to our citizens. We're going to bribe our citizens with it. Half of all the money they're going to print is apparently going to go to this little, 5-people startup out of Israel, which is why in my tweet I put a question. I wonder if there's a cousin involved in there. I would love a deal for a country to print their money and give half of that money to me. Like, what is changing here? This is completely ridiculous. And of course, they have to put in sentences like, oh, we're doing it because of global warming. And also, you have to feel sorry for us because the US did nuclear testing on our islands. Well, don't let them do nuclear testing on your islands. Again, right? Like, you get into bed with by allowing the US government to test their nuclear stuff on your island, and then you want the rest of the world to pay for it by you printing your own money. I mean, don't do that, right? Like, go blame the politicians that came before you, and maybe you should throw them in jail, right? Instead of now trying, it's just completely ridiculous, right? Like, to me, this is the real scam, right? Not BitConnect. Like everyone should be smart enough to realize what BitConnect is. This is the stuff that people are going to be like, when's the ICO? I want to buy the security cheaper, right? They're also talking about how they're going to KYC everyone that buys the initial token. But if it is a real token, like an ERC20 token, then like, it doesn't matter if you KYC it. The moment those people can sell it on the open market, it becomes an unregistered, unlicensed trading of a currency.
I have no idea how this is gonna be pulled off, especially with that there's no background to my knowledge that this Israeli startup, again, that ran through the Y Combinator, has the ability to do this. And again, with 5 people, half of it going to Nima, as you said, it's a hilarious story. So we shall see how this plays out. Absolutely. All right, moving on. Past all the nonsense, let's talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin transaction volume hits 2-year low despite rock bottom fees. So the article is saying that even with the lowest fees and the highest speed of transaction, there's such little volume. I believe that this shows that those in the space worried about adoption increasing are proving to be correct. Tone.
Yeah, it's it's a combination of many things, right? It's just, we talked about the mempool several times, like when we did with Jimmy, it's a combination of many things. The price is going down. So when the price is going down, people don't really want to spend their Bitcoin. They might sell their Bitcoin and go into cash, but they don't really want to spend it. Like, we've now had enough bubbles to know that Bitcoin's spending, people, buying Lambos and buying homes and whatever, does tick up with the price rising, not the price falling. So that contributes to less transactions on the mempool. Like they mentioned in the article, companies like Coinbase and Bitfinex, I mean, now that they're batching transactions, now that they're using SegWit, there is a lot less pressure on the mempool. In addition, because of initiatives like batching and SegWit usage, spamming becomes more and more expensive because it's easy to spam when the mempool is already high due to real transactions, and then it doesn't cost you a lot of money to make it unusable. But now, if the mempool is genuinely not very clogged, it will cost you a lot of money to spam the mempool and make it unusable. And all of these things are kind of coming together. And what worries me is like this bad, declining spiral, right? It's like this, less people are using Bitcoin, therefore Bitcoin isn't very useful, and therefore maybe we shouldn't hold on to it. And if we're not holding on to it, then we're not going to use it as much. So it becomes this like bad cycle going down until the cycle reverses, and then then the price will go back up. So the one thing that I would like to see these articles do more is go back to a similar point in time when we were dipping, right? So go back to 2014 go about, I don't know, a month or two after the 2013 high and take a look and compare how I guess the percentage drop of the mempool back off of that bubble compares to the percentage drop in the mempool in current bubble to try and see if there is similarity there. So if someone wants to do that kind of research, that could help understand maybe give us a hint whether there will be more downside in price or not, if there is even a relationship there.
So regarding price, the expected pullback from the daily 9 is here. How bad is it going to be?
I don't think it's going to be that bad. Let me do screen share on the price. So the weekly chart, again, the week has just started. So the fact that this week is red is not really a big deal. I mean, we had the opposite situation 2 weeks ago when the price started, going up in the beginning of the week, and by end of the week we were all the way down. We can easily have the opposite situation. The price starts to go down in the beginning of this week, and then rebounding in the second half of the week, which makes sense as to why the price is going down in the beginning of the week, because we were toppy here, and I warned people last night that, hey, you shouldn't be rushing in to buy Bitcoin on this dip. Now, last night when I was going to bed, this was still a 9, and if we pick up, maybe 10, 15 more bucks right here, as long as we close this candle by 7 p.m. Above $11,024, so about 25 bucks higher than current price of 11,000, this will close on a 9, and a 9 tends to signal the ending of rising momentum. And so I was expecting a 1 to 4 day correction. Now, it's possible that this correction started a little bit early. Am I influencing that by introducing this particular trading method to the world of Bitcoin that is now traded by hundreds of people in the world of Bitcoin? Maybe, right? Am I creating self-fulfilling prophecies? Maybe. That's totally debatable. It doesn't really matter. It certainly doesn't matter to me. But I'm looking for a bit of a correction, and then I am looking for a rebound. I mean, I don't want this correction to be too big. My downside limit for this correction is about 10,200 bucks. If we go below 10,200 bucks, then I might have to take this $5,000 target from the cup and handle off the table. But even though this remains my target, and I do think we are on track for 16,000, then I'm still in line with that, and the current pullback does not endanger it yet. I'm not reading too much into this yet, other than, hey, we just moved fairly quickly from 9,200 all the way to almost 12,000, 11,700. That's like what, $2,500 move to the upside. It's okay to have a $1,000 correction. It's perfectly reasonable, but it can't be any more than that. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we are at the 50 period moving average, but I don't really consider this line to be all that important. It hasn't really done all that much going back and forth. Again, there could be a little bit deeper of a correction. I would like to see this rebound off of a 9, off of this Fibonacci line. So somewhere in the vicinity of 10,400, maybe tomorrow when it gives us a 4-hour 9, that would be nice timing. So that would be great. If it goes lower than that, because technically on a daily, you could be in a 1 to 4 day correction, doesn't have to be a 1.5 day correction. We could go all the way down to the $10,000 area, 10.2. But like I said, I certainly don't want to see us go below 10K. That would create a very different future expectation for that. But right now, you're in a pullback. Try to time the dip. The hourly is not really giving you much. The hourly did hit double support between the setup trend line and the 200-day period average. So there could be a little bit of a bounce here, but we'll see. We're still dealing with a little bit of a pullback, and so far I don't think it's a big deal. All right, back to you.
All right. First off, special shout out to the World Crypto Network. Thank you guys so much. And everyone, have a great day.
Yeah, check us out on their audio podcast, and I'll probably do something else on my YouTube channel later today.
Bye.
Christopher Green, you're watching AMTV. Facebooks of the world, and it's not about money. It's about building a lifestyle. Reach your wildest expectations, living in their head. They're not living in reality. So let me help you live in reality. And I identify all these opportunities from A to Z. From the fundamental, I'm divulging the truth on how I'm
real serious crime. Not entertained. Sam Nunberg has made everyone hate themselves because he's revealed what the prosecution special counsel is. This is not about the Russia stuff anymore because none of the plea deals involve Russia. It involves Paul Manafort doing shady things just like Tony Podesta and Bill Gates did. Google Tony Podesta, Bill Gates. Not Bill Gates, whatever, that other Gates guy. Flynn, whatever, he lied apparently. So Nunberg has revealed this investigation for what it is, and that's why people hate him. It's blood sport. They do blood sport, spectacle, the show, whether you're a journalist
try to warn the world about a nuclear deal that was a threat to the survival of Israel, the security of the region, the peace of the world. I warned that Iran's regime had repeatedly lied to the international community, that it could not be trusted. I warned that the deal gives Iran a clear path towards developing a nuclear arsenal in little more than a decade. And I warned that by removing Iran's sanctions, Iran's regime would not become more moderate and peaceful, but more extreme and belligerent, much more dangerous. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what has happened. Here is what Iran is doing today. Can you enlarge that? No? Can you see that? Yeah, okay. Well, darkness is descending on our region. Iran is building an aggressive empire. Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, more to come. Now Iran is seeking to build permanent military bases in Syria, seeking to create a land bridge from Tartus, from Tehran to Tartus on the Mediterranean, and in addition to moving its army, its air force, its navy to Syria to be able to attack Israel from closer hand, it's also seeking to develop, to build precision-guided missile factories in Syria and Lebanon against Israel. I will not let that happen. We will not let that happen. We must stop Iran. We will stop Iran. Last week we read in the book of Esther about an earlier Persian attempt to exterminate our people. They failed then, they'll fail now. We will never let Iran develop nuclear weapons. Not now, not in 10 years, not ever. President Trump has made it clear that his administration will not accept Iran's aggression in the region. He has made clear that he too will never accept a nuclear-armed Iran. That is the right policy. I salute President Trump on this. And the president has also made it clear that if the fatal flaws of the nuclear deal are not fixed, he will walk away from the deal and restore sanctions. Israel will be right there by American side, and let me tell you, so will other countries in the region. As we counter Iran's aggression, we should always remember the brave people of Iran, their suffering, their hopes, their courage. Women are jailed for removing their hijabs. Students are tortured and shot for advocating freedom. We stand with those in Iran who stand for freedom. Now, I believe that a day will come when this horrible tyranny will disappear, will perish from the earth, and at that point, the historic friendship between the people of Israel and the people of Persia will be reestablished. Today we have Haman, Haman. Tomorrow we'll have Cyrus. And friendship and peace. My friends, as we work together to confront the bad, there's also potential to advance the good that paradoxically comes from the bad. Because most of the state in our region they know very well, believe me, that Israel is not their enemy, but their indispensable ally in confronting our common challenges and seizing our common opportunities. This is true for Egypt and Jordan, Israel's longtime peace partners, but it's also true for many other Arab countries in the Middle East. Israel remains committed to achieving peace with all our neighbors, including the Palestinians. President Trump has made it clear that he is committed to peace. I have made it clear that I'm committed to peace. We appreciate the efforts of President Trump's superb team, Jared Kushner, Jason Greenblatt, and Ambassador David Friedman. Thank you all. Thank you all for your hard work for peace. But to get peace, President Abbas has to embrace peace and to stop supporting terror. Raise your hands high if you agree with me that President Abbas should stop paying terrorists who murder Jews. You know how much he pays? He pays about $350 million a year to terrorists and their families each year. That's about a little less than 10% of the total Palestinian budget. That's an incredible number. He pays Hakim Awad. Hakim Awad is the terrorist who murdered this beautiful family of Ehud and Ruth Fogel and their 3 children, including a 3-month-old baby girl, Hadass. So he pays Hakim Hadass, this murderer, and over the lifetime of this killer, he will be receiving $2 million. I have a message for President Abbas. Stop paying terrorists. Because what message does this send to Palestinian children? It says, murder Jews and get rich. And I believe President Abbas should find better use for this money to build roads, schools, hospitals, factories. Build life. Don't pay death. Invest in life. Invest in peace. Israel hopes that the passage of the Taylor Force Act will make clear to President Abbas that America has zero tolerance for terror. Ladies and gentlemen, I've spoken about the good and the bad. There's plenty of both. But I want to end with a few words about the beautiful. Oh, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. I love you too. Thank you. Who planted her? I'm talking about the beautiful alliance between Israel and the United States of America. I'm talking about the beautiful alliance that has brought all of you here to Washington, the beautiful alliance that you work day in and day out to make stronger and to make better. What is this beautiful alliance made of? It's made of our shared values. That's the wellspring of the great alliance between our two countries. And all you have to do is leave this room, leave this hall, and you walk around a few blocks from here, and you see these majestic monuments. You can learn from them all about our common values. You know, they come from a certain book, a great book, a good book. It's called the Bible. It said that all of us are created in the image of God. And those words inspired Jefferson when he declared in the Declaration of Independence that all men are created equal, all women too, by the way. And that book inspired Abraham Lincoln in the darkest days of America's Civil War. He found inspiration in the words of our greatest king, King David, when he said that the wounds of a divided America would heal, and the judgments of the Lord are true and righteous. Just as the stirring words of the prophet Amos inspired the great Martin Luther King when he stood before the Lincoln Memorial and promised to carry on his struggle until justice runs down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. These values are an inseparable part of America's story. They're an inseparable part of Israel's story. And today, together, we are writing a new chapter in our common story, a story of freedom, of justice, of peace, of hope. And it is because we're inspired by the same ideas, because we're animated by the same values, that America and Israel have forged an internal bond that can never, ever be broken. Thank you, AIPAC. God bless Israel, God bless America, and God bless the Israel-America Alliance. Thank you all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Be sure to sign up for next year's conference. Good luck on Capitol Hill.
1 2. Mic check. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Mayor's press conference. Testing 1 2. Mic check. Testing 1 2 3 4. You want white? Testing 1 2. Mic check. Check 1 check. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check. Mic check. Testing 1 2. Everybody good on audio? Cool.
Check, check, check. Looks like we got it. Okay. Check, 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 check. 1 2. Check, check, check. Set this down behind you here.
So she will then make her way across the street, criminal court, where she pleads guilty just about 30 minutes ago, is right across James Robinson Parkway from where we stand now. So it's a quick drive or a walk over to City Hall, where she is walking through these doorways for the last time as mayor, and we expect that news conference to begin in about 10 minutes, and all eyes are on that door. Mayor Meg Barrett should be there shortly. Live in Kendall, Washington. Marco's mic is set up on the podium. Yes, Marco has live.
check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mic check. Armando, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. You good? Mic check. Can you hear me, Sky? Really? Mic check, mic check. 1 2. You good now? Mic check, mic check. You good? You good? Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me now? Good? Mic check, mic check, mic check. You good, Sky? Mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 6. You good? Mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You good? Armando? Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1 2 3 4. Mic check. 1 2 3 4. You good? All right.
Hello, everybody. Well, my time today as your mayor concludes. My unwavering love and sincere affection for this wonderful city and its great people will never come to an end. No one is as excited about this city and its bright and limitless future as I am. Nashville, with its boundless energy, its infectious optimism, it has never encountered an obstacle it couldn't overcome attitude, will, in the years ahead, continue its steady march toward the very top of the list of great American cities. It's a continued climb that I will watch, but I will watch as a private citizen, and I will be tremendously proud nonetheless. While today is primarily about the smooth transition from my administration to that of Vice Mayor Briley's, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge and thank the thousands and thousands of people who have reached out to me, written me, encouraged me, comforted me, worried endlessly about me, grieved with me, and prayed for me during these many difficult and trying months. In 2.5 short years, we have made great strides in progress on affordable housing and transit, public education, youth opportunity, quality of life, and our economy. And none of this, not one thing, would have happened without my incredible staff, our talented department heads, and all of the dedicated men and women of the Metropolitan Government who get up every day and make the lives of Nashvillians just a little bit better. They got up yesterday, and they got up today, and they're going to get up tomorrow, and they're going to make sure that our city continues to sing. And I sincerely hope and believe that my own actions will not tarnish or otherwise detract from all of the great work that they do. It has been my honor, and it has been the privilege of my entire professional life to have had the blessing and the opportunity to be your mayor. I thank you in advance for the support that I am sure you will give Mayor Briley in the weeks and the months ahead. God bless this wonderful city. I love you, Nashville.
Why didn't you fight the charges, Mayor, if you were innocent?
cut the deal with the district attorney's office, and then resigned her position as mayor of Nashville.
The mayor starting out a press conference saying her time as mayor concludes and ending it with an "I love you, Nashville," and then walking away from the podium and out of the public spotlight, because she said, "I will watch the growth of this city, I will watch it climb, and I will watch it as a private citizen."
You know, a little bit of history, the old guy here. David Briley's Mayor Briley, the first mayor of Metro's grandson. So there's a lot of history there. The name of Briley Parkway is
Sure. Vice Mayor David Briley and Mayor Megan Barry were very much similar in their approaches and in their thinking, sort of a, what's known as a progressive view. So it would not surprise me that for this transition period, if